Hi, it's Linda with CreativePLR.com, and today we're looking at, well, I'm in keyword research tools, okay, and I'm going to show you a couple different tools, but I'm not using them to find keywords. I'm not using them to plan out my SEO. I'm using it to get ideas for workbooks and journals that I might want to create, okay, and so these tools are a great place to get ideas. And if you haven't tried it before, try a free version of one of these tools, and you're going to start getting so many ideas that you just can't keep up with doing them all. And so let's look at this. So the first thing, I'm in Key Search right now, which is a paid tool that I actually pay for. I don't pay for a lot of tools, but I actually pay for this one, and it's a low price per month, so it works for me. And so let's say I put in workbook, and I want to know some kind of workbook. I know it's a workbook. I don't know what. And I go over here and I can start looking at scores. And I'm like, I want something that's in the green. So I want something that's low competition, but I also want high volume. And fourth grade math workbook. No, I don't want to do that. Second grade math workbook. I need it to focus a little bit more. And so I'm going to put, I guess, mindset, because I want to think about, have a positive mindset, have a growth mindset. I want to think about in those terms, and let's see what I can do. So growth mindset workbook, it's in the green, and then it tells you the volume. This is per month, and so 110 people per month are looking for this. Not a lot. We wish it were 110,000, but if it were, it wouldn't be in the green. Okay, so sometimes, and you notice there's a trend over here. Sometimes we have to start where it's easy to get into the market. Okay, and so here's the trend over here in Mindset Workbook. It's up and down, but it looks like in May it's at a high level, and I'm not quite sure why. So we can scroll down, and they give us all these keywords. Okay, and it's probably because I pay for this. Okay, so I'm getting them because I pay for it. I'm going to show you a tool in a moment that I don't pay for. I use the free version, and they don't give you this many tools. Okay, so money mindset, that's a great idea. You could do a whole workbook or even a journal on, attitudes about money. Do a workbook on, changing your money mindset, okay, into an abundance mindset. Okay, so let's see what else we have. And we have, mindset training for teachers, growth mindset for adults, growth mindset books for teens. So now here would be another way. You could do a growth mindset workbook, and then you could do a whole series. You could do one for teachers. You could do one for just general adults. You could do one for teens. You could do one for preteens, maybe at the elementary level. So, and here's one for college students. So you could have a whole series. And so, like, how many ideas do we have so far? We have like a dozen. And growth mindset action plan, that would be a good one. That'd be a good title for a workbook, wouldn't it? Growth mindset challenges. And so here are a whole bunch of really good ideas. Now, some of these, what I would do is I would take them, like that growth mindset challenges and growth mindset interventions. I would take that over to Google, and I'm going to show you in a minute what I would do with that. Okay, so let's go to now this is my paid tool. I don't mean I made it, I mean I pay for it. And let's go over to this one. Excellent tool. I have nothing, I can't criticize it at all, other than it costs too much for me. And so, and you'll notice that for the free version, they don't give you a lot of keywords. They just don't do it. They do, you have to update it, but they don't let you see all of that, when it was last done. They do show you, this is a lot of information. So they tell you on this the kind of actions when people are searching for this, their intention. They want to find a specific answer, and they're looking to they want a specific reason. Okay, so your workbook would have to be really tailored. Okay, and so we have a bariatric, so there'd be a diet workbook, a growth mindset, and that's, and here's our money mindset. So let's go here and put growth mindset and see what we get. And then they say keywords. I don't consider PDF a keyword, but they don't give you very much. But they do talk about, you do get the same volume and keyword density. So, the same keyword density that we had before, and behavior support and feeling a workbook for growth mindset. And so you don't get that many options. You do get some information, and it is a great tool. I have nothing bad to say other than if you want to buy it, it's over $100 a month, and I'm not going to pay that. Now, you don't have to pay anything, because if you can use Google, you've got it made. So let's go over to Google, and I have a Chrome browser. And so what I did was I went into the Chrome store and I did Keyword Surfer. It's a free, you could probably pay for it if you wanted to. I find free is, in some things, free is just great. And so I put up here Mindset Workbook, just like I've started with the others. And Keyword Surfer, all I did was, it's like an extension that I put on my Chrome, and it's going to give you some ideas. Outward mindset, oh, there's an interesting term to use. And Growth Mindset Workbook. And then you could do more per page, 20 in different pages. Oh, maybe it's not going to let me do it. Okay. And then it has a little advertisement for Surfer AI. Okay. And then now this one is another Chrome extension called Keywords. I think it's Keywords Everywhere. And it's a Chrome extension. It's free. You get the volume. This is called click per, how much you pay if you have an ad. And the trend, depression workbook, that's a good one. Perfectionism, mindset for something, anxiety and depression workbook. You could split those two apart, do an anxiety workbook, do a depression workbook, and cognitive behavioral workbook for anger. And so you could do an anger workbook, or how to work yourself from anger, how to get over your anger, those kind of things. And here they give you some long tail keywords for the same thing. I really like this one, the wrestling mindset. I have a student that's a wrestler, and I didn't realize they needed a mindset for that. And so if you keep looking, you're going to find all kinds of things like that. So let's say that you've got like 100 ideas now. And now you're thinking, okay, I've got the ideas, but what do I do next? Where am I going to get specific content? What am I going to do? Well, look here, I'm on Google, and I'm going to put in growth mindset, and I'm going to get rid of the term workbook, okay? Because now we just want to examine growth mindset, and they give you definitions. There's all kind of articles, but look at here. People all ask, what are the 5 characteristics of a growth mindset? Well, here's your table of contents right here. Okay. Intelligence, embrace challenges, persist, learn from criticism, see effort as a path to mastery. Oh, here's 5.5. Find inspiration, the success of others. And then what are 5 growth mindsets? And they give you a whole bunch of lists there. So your content can be under people always ask. People also ask. And you can go down there and you can learn a lot about the kinds of things. Now, you still have to write it unless you use PLR. And that is another topic that we're going to talk about. But right now, I just want to get you started with some ideas. And you've got like lots of ideas. Here could be your 7 growth mindsets. You could write a little bit on each, put it into a workbook, maybe with some quotes, and what are 4 qualities of a person with a growth mindset, all kinds of information to help you write that workbook. I hope this has been helpful, and you're going to start working on your workbook today. Not necessarily growth mindset. Maybe you're going to do money mindset or millionaire money mindset. Until then, keep creating.